Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called LOL. So, for those of you that go on the other reaction channels, and I'm sure there are quite a few of you that you check out the reaction channels as well because they are extremely entertaining. People like French Fry Girl and Just Breezin and Gary Unfiltered and so many other great channels. Then you're probably all aware that Chantal, the mansion that she was supposed to move into, was actually a 4-bedroom house. And no big surprise, she's not moving into the 4-bedroom house. I've noticed a pattern with Foodie. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but do y'all notice that every single freaking time that there is a news story arc, it lasts for about 2 or 3 weeks and then something happens and then she has to end it? Example, like motorcycle guy, like coffee guy. Notice she'll start the arc up and then something will happen, like they will block her or she will block them. There's always a circumstance where whatever it is that she's going for, it just doesn't work out. Well, everybody was waiting to see what would happen. And she said she was moving November the 1st. And yet, there were no signs that she was moving. She wasn't packing. She wasn't packing at all. We didn't see any boxes or anything. Foodie was just sitting there all calm in her chair and not doing anything. It was pretty apparent that something was not right. Well, last night she revealed that the mansion slash 4-bedroom house was not going to work out. She said the people backed out. She said that they found out about her, I guess, and decided to cancel, even though she said before they knew about her and they had no problem with her. Her story just keeps flipping all over the place. You just can't keep up with Foodie. But I wanted to sit and react to this stream and give my thoughts, so I will. So let's go ahead and let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear what I see and hear. So there's Foodie. But before we get into this stream, let's go to Twitter because I've been busy going all over Twitter finding stuff. There's my Twitter. Hi. There's my babies. All right. Okay, let's start here. This is from Tabby. Give credit to Tabby. All right. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at the letter that the potential landlords sent Chantal. And this letter has fraud written all over it. They wrote to her saying, Chantal, we just learned about serious problems because of which we will not be able to go and spend the winter as we planned. So we cannot rent the house. I'm going to go my own and will, goodness, there's so many censored. I can't even see what's going on here. It is unfortunate, but we have no choice. I feel very sorry to let you down at this stage in the game. Leet. Notice it's not like Leet. What the heck is a Leet? Let me know if you can come tomorrow on Friday so I can give you back your money. The key for the mailbox, blah, blah, blah. So this is supposedly the letter that the landlord sent her. This doesn't even look like a professional letter. This looks like somebody sat down and wrote the letter to Chantal. It could be Chantal herself. It could be Natter. It could be Dee Dee. There's a lot of spelling errors. But you know what? I've rented for many different landlords, and it was always professional. This does not feel professional to me. You know, notice that everything around Chantal, everybody around Chantal, you know, there's always an emotional element. You know, like, oh, I'm so sorry it didn't work out. You know, like they're landlords and they're renting out their house. Why are they going to bend over backwards to feel sorry over Chantal because they can't rent to her? Like the whole thing just feels phony and fake as hell. Okay, next clip. Okay, you guys like the cute animal clips. Let's include a couple. So whose cat does this? My cat does that. And that's from Yog. I folded it for you. And this one's cute. Look, the puppers. That's a look, chicken ride. Puppy's got an Uber. Here you are, sir, at your destination. Right? Would that be a luxury vehicle? Puppy taking a ride on a chicken. Puppy's like, hey, I got an Uber too. Look at me. Okay, back to okay. Listen, this one right here saying I don't have a sweet tooth. Look, the person who doesn't have a sweet tooth eating a brownie, and this is from Habby. This is her eating a brownie.
This is a brownie.
No kidding. I never would have guessed that, Chantal. I mean, I've never seen a brownie before. Never would have guessed it was a brownie. I've never seen a brownie before in my life. Thank you for clarifying that. But you don't have a sweet tooth, right? You don't have a sweet tooth? That wasn't you not too long ago eating a whole freaking pie like a chocolate chip cookie? No, that wasn't you at all. No, definitely wasn't you. And it also wasn't you that you were eating that marshmallow fluff either. No, it had to be somebody else. What were you doing? Catering to the feeders again? Probably. That's how you make your money on YouTube. Okay, this is from Mama Whale. Mama Whale says, this finally confirmed my theory for me. Married man set her up with his nephew to bring him to Canada. She probably knew it was an arrangement, but of course decided it's real and he loves her. So this is Chantal, I guess, talking about that.
He has family Canadian who could sponsor him. So I don't want to go into our personal details, but like, you know, like you guys don't have to know our personal stuff. You guys don't have to know.
You're right. We don't have to know all your personal stuff, but here's the problem, Chantal. Here is the problem. That's all you have to talk about is your personal stuff. You could have a channel where you have interests or passions or hobbies. You could take us places. You could do things. That could be your content. But you got nothing because you do nothing except sit in your room and get high. And I'm going to say something, and this is not to shame anyone who's been addicted to something and you've done the work and you put in the work and you come out the other side of it. If you're someone you've been through any kind of addiction and you realize you had a problem and you did the work, you went to the therapy, you went to the counseling, you went to the meetings to get on the other side of it, I salute you, because addiction, it's a private battle. It's a private war that'll take everything out of you just to get on the other side of it. But once you do, it's the freedom can't be imagined. Okay, but this is my opinion. Chantal being in her villa, it's just a nicer version of a trap house. Her own little personal private trap house. I mean, I've seen clips on YouTube of people that live in trap houses. They're surrounded in filth, they're surrounded in garbage. Is her villa any different except that it's a little bit nicer? And it's not that much nicer because it's so full of filth. But when we watch Chantal, we're watching an addict in her own personal private trap house, sitting there doing their addictions on YouTube and expecting people to pay for it, to pay for her addictions and to keep those addictions going. That's just my opinion. Speaking of addiction, this is Chantal talking about addiction.
Oh my gosh. Did I just face discrimination today? Address the addiction. What do you mean? You know I'm an addict.
Boom. Yes, we know. And you know what? When you are addicted to something, whether you're in recovery or not, you're still an addict. An addict is still an addict. It's either you're fully addicted or you're in recovery. Okay, but an addict will always be an addict. An alcoholic will always be an alcoholic. It's just that, are you active in your addiction or not? And Chantal clearly is. Look at her. High as balls, this one. glassy eyes, all of that. She had the cotton mouth tonight. Yep, yep, yep. Tell me you're using something without telling me you're using something, Chantal. And this is courtesy of Shenanigans, by the way.
You know I'm an addict.
Right. Notice what she didn't say. Notice she did not say, you know that I was an addict. She didn't use those words. She said, I'm an addict, meaning that her addiction is ongoing, meaning it's full blown active. If she were past her addictions, she would say, you know, I was an addict. But she did not say was as in the past. She says, I am an addict as in the present. Yeah, you know what? We know that you're an addict, Chantal. You come on camera, and even though you're not smoking the green on camera like you used to do, you're still using off camera, ma'am. And there's a spot in this LOL React, which I'm going to stop on, where you actually cover up the camera and we hear you sniffing. Girl, you can't even go to the bathroom and do that to powder your nose. You can even do your party favors off camera. You are brazen.
I don't want to. You know what? Here's the thing. GP, when you say address the addiction, I don't want to. This is a personal right I have to protect my whatever I want to talk to you about. I don't have to. Anyway, I can't find like any of my eyeliners or anything, so
Deflection. She didn't want to talk about it anymore. So, oh, I can't find my eyeliner. Deflection is something stupid. She does that a lot. Oh, look at this scarf. Oh, look at my nails. Oh, look at my tattoo. Deflection, deflection, deflection. She has those stupid deflecting points that make no sense. You know, like, let me look over here, look over here, look over here, versus look in front of you, which is what you want to look at. People are bringing up her addiction, and she doesn't want to talk about it. She knows she's an addict, and she's never going to stop her addictions, y'all, because she's making money with her addictions. All of them. Her addiction for food, making money off of that, monetizing it on YouTube. My opinion, she's doing something for energy, whatever it might be. It could be the white stuff, it could be something else, but she doesn't eat healthy. She needs something to be able to do live streams for hours and hours. So where's she getting the energy from? Where is it coming from? The tremendous amount of food that she eats. Anybody ever eat a really large meal? Doesn't that make you feel sluggish? Doesn't that make you feel slow and you're like, dude, I just want to lay here? We've all been there. We've seen the amount of food that Chantal eats. Can you imagine how her body feels 24/7? I'm sure it doesn't feel good because she's always, always eating. She never freaking stops. And that's just one addiction. And she's got several. So her body is just tore up from the floor up and it can't cope, but yet she won't quit.
I don't have to sorry, I know this is really bad. I don't so it's because I'm on camera. I don't have to talk to you about things I don't want to talk to you about that are personal. I don't have to. It's my personal right.
And she doesn't want to talk about addiction while she's high. She's high right now. Don't want to talk about it. It's uncomfortable. Anything uncomfortable, Chantal wants nothing to do with it. Isn't that something? But this woman does things to make herself uncomfortable, but those things are okay. But any uncomfortable talk, she runs from it. She'll wear a bra 10 sizes too small, which if you're a woman, hey, you know, tight bras are damn uncomfortable. She's okay with a too tight bra. She's okay with clothes that are two or three sizes too small. But any talk, it's too uncomfortable. I can't do it. Can't do it. No, can't do it. Okay, another cute animal clip. This is a kitty. Mama cat's like, I got you. You're not gonna fall. I'm gonna make sure of it. Oh, Mama cat saving the babies. And that's from Cats. The mother's watching over the baby. You're not gonna fall. I'll catch you. Oh, Good mama kitty. Good mama kitty. Protect the baby. Okay, this is from Donna. This is what Chantal would probably look like without her filters off. You take the filters off, Chantal. Look. And I've heard that there are different apps that you can use to take a person's filtered picture and take the filters off. This is what Chantal will probably look like without the filters. Isn't she lovely? Remember, she's hotter than 90% of us on YouTube, right? You know, we're all jealous of her. Okay, whatever you say, Chantal. Habby says she's so high. We watched her get this stone for over a year, and now she wants to say she's just tired. Bitch, please. And you know what? This is my thoughts on Mr. Sala. I don't think Sala's real. I really don't. Let me tell you why. Because if Sala were real, or if he were a different person than Natter, why is she getting on camera these days and she's high, she's binge eating on camera? I mean, if you got a new guy in your life, wouldn't you want to be on your best behavior at least for a while? She's not on her best behavior. She's falling back into her old habits. She started off with not getting high on stream, not eating a lot. Now she's back to the binge eating on stream. Now she's back to being high on stream right before her supposed marriage. Okay. Okay, and your supposed fiance gets in the chat and he's seeing this and he's okay with it. He's okay with you having the glassy eyes and binge eating 10,000 calories. Yeah. No, okay, Chantal. So here's another clip from Shenanigans. Let's see, what else did this have to say?
Yeah, it's in the thumbnail. The whole email with a reason. Something happened. It's fake. I think they looked me up. I think they found out who I am.
But you said that they already knew. You said in a previous clip they already knew about you. And they had no problem with you. You even said that they were bending over backwards to make you happy, and they put a mirror in for you, which I think is weird. Does anybody else find that weird? That they knew that she did YouTube and they were installing a mirror for her? Who does that? What landlord is going to go, oh, you're a YouTuber? Here, let's install a mirror for you. What's the mirror got to do with anything? Really? What? That makes no sense.
And I think they're scared of me now. Like, they're like, I don't want to run to that. Like, she's probably slow. I don't know. They probably just, like, you know my past. My not so distant. My not so distant past. And yes, I know I should be more serious. Look, I am serious. I mean, okay. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't even do any packing, so. No, I have to move anyway.
Right. That's another thing. Okay, guys, let's look at it. She's supposed to be moving in a few days, or she was supposed to be moving. No packing has been done. Absolutely none. Not one box. And for someone who's got less than a week left, she wasn't panicking. Like, oh my God, I've got to move. I got to pack stuff. There's no sense of panic here. You want to know why? It's like she always knew she wasn't going anywhere. Like she wasn't moving. Far too calm about that. Anybody that's ever moved anywhere, when the last week or 2 weeks before your move, you're frantic. You're like, I gotta pack, I gotta clean, I got so much to do, I gotta get my affairs in order. Not this one. Still sitting in her chair and calmly live streaming, like, no big deal. I can just spend hours doing this. Yeah. It's not just the things she says that tells on her. It's the things she's not doing. You're talking about moving, yet you're not doing anything related to a move. You're kind of pointing in the direction that you lied, Chantal.
Anyways. I'm having a freaking sale.
Sale for what? What are you going to sell? That disgusting couch that you shat on? What are you selling that anybody would be worth taking?
I guess you will find out, Beast Triggers. I think you pulled out of the mansion. I just put the email. Unless, I mean, I didn't forge that, so if you think that there's nothing I can do to change your mind, but no, I just.
I think that that email is as fake as the letter you got from the Crown. That was fake too. I think you come up with these story arcs, you let them run for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then after 2 or 3 weeks, when you know you have to confess the truth, rather than confess the truth and say, I lied, it was all bullshit for YouTube, something to make money, which would be the truth, you'd rather find another lie to cover up the first lie. And that's how you get caught in your lies, is that you just don't tell the damn truth. Telling the truth is so simple. It's a one and done. But you just have this web of lies that is ongoing.
Actually, what happened? So here's what happened. I went to the house today, ate the nut salsa, talked to them like, okay, they installed this mirror, sorry, in the thing just for me. They did it just for me. I'll tell you in a minute, Carl.
But again, y'all, oh, they installed a mirror just for you. Why would they do that? What does YouTube have to do with mirrors? Chantal hates mirrors. She hates them in the department stores. She can't even stand it when Pete has his camera on, and if she sees his camera on, she'll rush past it so nobody can see what she really looks like, because Pete's camera doesn't have the same filters on his camera that she does on hers. She hates any kind of physical mirrors, and she hates anything that shows her true reflection. That's why she hates the reaction channels so damn much, because we are all mirrors for her. We are a hall of mirrors that she can't get away from. And there's new reaction channels popping up by the day, little short clip channels, other reaction channels. Every single one of them is a mirror for Chantal. And I think one of the reasons why she goes on a rampage and throws the copyright strikes and goes in their comment section, the live chats, is because she's got all these different mirrors of sorts around her, and she just can't get away from them, and more, they're popping up by the day. She doesn't want people capturing her true reflection and telling the truth about her. She wants to be able to control the narrative at all times, so she's free to lie to everybody and get away with it. And with the reaction channels being out there, she can't get away with it. Notice that a lot of her beezers, a lot of them are new people. There's very few people left that have been watching her for the last 6 to 8 months. They're all new people. And that's what Chantal's channel relies upon. New faces, people that don't know Chantal, people that don't know her history. And she wants to be able to lie and get away with it, but because of the reaction channels and the archive channels capturing her bullshit and putting it out there, there's a chance that those new beezers will find that stuff and figure out who she is, and that could threaten her income. So she goes after the reaction channels, because not just because of we react to her and we give our opinions, but because we are a reflection to her. We show her true reflection, who she really is, what she really does, what she's really all about. And she can't control all the narrative everywhere with everyone. And you know what, Chantal? I love that for you. I love the fact that for all your lies, there's a section of YouTube that shows the truth about you. So what else we got here from Shenanigans?
One, I'm going to make 2 points. One, I knew, and I stay knowing that all the haters would make fun of me for this. Okay. Second, why in the heck would anyone laugh at somebody's like potential, I don't know, something like that, you know? But no, it wasn't a mansion. It was just renting someone's house.
But you told us it was a mansion. You talked it up like it was a mansion. And the reason why you're changing your tune is because Pete's basically, you know what I think? I think Pete gets tired of lying for Foodie. I really do. I think he gets tired of lying for her and continuing the lie on his live stream. Pete actually came in her room and said, "You better tell him or I will." Yeah, he did. He laid it down. He told her, "You better tell them the truth," because he's tired of people asking him about things. He's tired of people asking about the house. A lot of people pressing him for information. He told her straight up, "You better tell them the truth or I will." And so, like, first she said, "Oh, it's a mansion. It's got a coffee bar, blah, 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 blah." And then after he said it's just a 4-bedroom house in Lachine, or is it Orleans? Suddenly she changed her tune. "Oh, it's a house. Why would I want a mansion?" Like she flipped it. She absolutely flipped it. Why would I want a mansion? Why wouldn't you want a mansion? Because you want everything in your life to be grandiose and grand, but you're not willing to work for it. But at least in the moment, you have something to talk about and brag about that's not true. Anybody can say I'm getting a mansion, but until you actually move in the thing, it ain't happening. So she talked this place up. "Oh, it's a mansion. It's a mansion." Then it became a house. Now she's not even moving into the house. I actually have to wonder if they got to move it all.
That's all it was. And I cannot believe that as I was talking on three-way with my friends, like the 90s, I know, I freaking get the email and text.
You know what, Chantal? I don't know what you're doing as far as party favors these days, but girl, one thing we've all been noticing, you've been getting a lot of cotton mouth. I don't know what the heck you're doing as far as party favors, but you're getting a lot of cotton mouth. Ugh, girl, scale back, whatever it is.
The deposit was only $500.
Yeah, can we talk about that a minute? Okay, y'all out there you rent places, you own places, tell me if this or this does not make sense. So this 4-bedroom house, 4 bedrooms. She said, what, the rent was 3,600 and the deposit was only 500? Really? Really now? The deposit was only 500. Hmm. One thing does not feel like the other. I mean, who can rent a 4-bedroom house with a $500 deposit? That's just really? That don't even make sense.
So if I completely get scammed, I only get scammed out of because I just sent. Okay, listen. Tonight, I went to see the house. Everything it took like an hour. I'm like everything, but it was like I ate the salsa. I ate the nut salsa.
Why is she bringing that up? What does eating anything have to do with going to see the house? What? Who cares if you ate salsa? I don't care if you ate a whole store full of salsa. Who cares? So you ate food, and what's that got to do with the house?
Like, what the hell? Oh, shut your freaking hole. Goodbye. Okay. I don't care if I block you because you're not a big tipper.
Boom! Did y'all hear that? I don't care if I block you because you're not a big tipper. That's her attitude. Oh, you're not a big tipper, so I don't care if I block you. This greedy hell beast. You're not a big tipper, so you don't matter. Y'all hear that over there? You VIPs, you hear that? Oh, you're not a big tipper. You're not spending a lot of money on me, so you don't matter. How do y'all feel over there as VIPs? You're only paying her $5. So you're only giving her $5. That means she don't give a F about you. She don't care. She's looking for those big tippers. What do you mean as far as big tippers, Chantal? Do you mean the feeders? We're sending you money on PayPal so you binge on camera and get paid for it? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're looking for with your content? Because I've been saying for a while, I think, madam, that what you're trying to do with your YouTube channel, what you've been trying desperately to do, and what you did for a while, was your YouTube content was all about attracting a niche of people, a small niche of people, fetish people with different fetishes, people with the fetish of exhibitionism, voyeurism, feederism, You're attracting the feeders. You're trying to bring in the crowd that does drugs and do drugs on camera, hoping they would give you big money because you're doing drugs on camera. I would sit there and watch you, madam, doing your feeder content, and I would hear the notifications on your phone that you're getting money on PayPal from feeders. You know, you're do the request on camera and they'll pay you for it. So you're basically catering to different niches of people, hoping to get those fetish crowds. And you're just money hungry. You're just hungry in general for anything. You know, 7 deadly sins and gluttony is abound here. Absolutely abound.
So anyways, let me pin this. I need more magnets. So anyways, oh no, it's that friggin', what's her name? These were $2 for $1. Okay. Listen.
More deflection with stupid stuff we don't even care about. Okay, what else we got here? This is from P. OMG, I just tuned into this mess. She's high as balls and oddly calm about losing the mansion. Maybe because it was never real in the first place. I agree, P. I agree. I mean, who would be calm if you're planning to move into a place and it's almost go time? You've got maybe days before you're moving, and the people come back to you and say, well, we can't rent to you. And you're got to move out of your villa, right? You got days to figure it out. Why would you be calm? Why would you be this calm? Anybody else would be frantic going, oh my God, I don't have a place to stay. What am I going to do? She's calm about it.
Yeah. What if
Right? Stop it. Stop it.
I have no steam. It's rough.
Wow, she's high.
The thumbnail, the mansion evicted you. I know. Yeah. It's funny. I know. I have the keys with me. Where's my
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Because you don't get the keys until you move in. Why would they give her keys ahead of time? That makes no sense.
purse is all the way over there. Screw that. Why is it on my bed?
You're high. I was gonna get a mansion and then I got high. Oh, look at the baby. Look from cats. Look at the baby. Look at that baby. Look. Oh. Okay. This is from Hidden Truth saying, Foodie Beauty, there you go. She's not moving the mansion because now it was never a mansion to begin with. She said they returned her $500 deposit. Didn't she say it was $2,900 a month? She's been flipping back and forth. She said $2,900 a month and $3,600. She can't keep her lies straight. Like she can't decide how much this imaginary mansion was going to go for. But none of that makes sense. Okay, this is an older clip. This is like, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago? Let's go back and watch it.
Right. Let me check my bank balance. RBC. I just transferred my rent, so I fucking... the fact that I transferred the rent means it's a done fucking deal. Right?
Boom. She said she already transferred the money. Right? They got the money. And she said, oh, it's final. We're getting into the mansion. See? Like she made it sound like a definite thing. Let's see. Okay, this is from Valgal. Let's go to the replay booth. Yes, I agree.
Okay. I can't spill it. I'm going to scream at the rooftops. We're officially moving to the mansion. Officially. I just paid my fucking rent. It's official. It's ours.
No, it ain't. Obviously, it's not that official. Okay, let's see. This is from Chantal. Look, this is like a perfect example of Duper's delight. Perfectly Imperfect says, look at Foodie Beauty's smirk after she ended her live stream tonight. Someone is very proud of herself. The smirk tells me everything I need to know. Yep, and you know what? There's a name for it. Duper's Delight. Look. Look at that. Look at that look. Look at that face. Look at it. Look. Duper's Delight. If there was ever a face for Duper's Delight, that would be it. That would be it right there. That is the face of somebody who lies to people, scams people, says a bunch of bullshit, and thinks she got away with it. Duper's Delight, my friends. Duper's freaking Delight. Okay, so that's the last clip. So let's go on the actual live stream. Let's go over this nonsense and see how many lies I can catch her in. Let's do this.
All right, right. I got a song for you, okay?
I don't want to hear
It's
it.
called Stop Right Now.
No. I hate her singing. And can I just say this? Listen, that headscarf, the colors are all wrong, Chantal. That is giving me shower curtain vibes. I'm serious. Dollar store shower curtain patterns. Light colors are no good for you. Stick with dark colors, stick with bright colors. We're talking red, we're talking green, blue perhaps, pink, beige, peach, not good for your skin tone. No, ma'am. But that headscarf, and it's not a hijab, it's just a regular scarf that she wrapped around her head. That's giving me 1970s shower curtain, dollar store curtain vibes.
Thank you very much. I need somebody with the bees in touch. Hold on a second, guys. What am I gonna cover this with? I'm gonna put a sweater over me. I'm so nervous right now.
Why?
Oh God, that's perfect. Where did I ever? Hi, Ariel. Wait,
So am I able to talk about it now?
not yet. I haven't even like friggin' talked about it.
Okay, but people have already seen the thumbnail. Like people are actually asking me about it right now.
You hear that? Doesn't Pete sound really annoyed and pissed off? He sounds like he's at the end of his rope. Like he's tired of lying for her. Like he's letting her know right now. Look, I'm tired of lying for you. Straighten this out right now. I'm tired of hearing about it.
All right.
So rather than me lie to them.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, he's letting her know. Look, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth now. I think Pete doesn't like lying for Chantal. He'll do it for her if she asked him to. And right now he's living in the house with Chantal. She's paying the rent, she's paying the bills. So he has to go along with whatever she says. But I think he reaches a point sometimes where, like, enough is enough. It's time to stop this lie because I'm tired of keeping it up for you. It's gone on too long. It's getting on my nerves. And he's telling her, you need to tell the truth, girl, right now. Like, right now. He's fed up.
Go ahead. Hold on, guys. You know what? Here's the thing. It's a challenge for me to find clothing that is hijab friendly.
Look, she just to see how she deflected. So he just came in and said, you need to straighten this out. And she starts talking about the hijab. Deflection, absolute deflection. Like, let's talk about something completely different. No, let's not talk about something completely different. Let's talk about the subject at hand. How about that? Let's stick to the topic of the conversation and finish the conversation before you start another one.
And so I kind of don't match right now. So I appreciate the patience with my clothing being a little mismatched and my hijab not being perfectly pinned down. I the community actually has been really nice. Like when I go to like a store, it's owned by like, Muslim people or people from the Middle East. Actually, I should pin this back more. They're very nice. She's like,
DTF says, what in the tablecloth? It does. It looks like a shower curtain or a tablecloth, and not a very pretty one, I might add. You know, it's maybe it might look good on somebody else if they wore it right, but it doesn't look good on Chantal.
Let me help you with your pin. Ariel, ready, set, bees. Carla, cupcakes, ready, set, rebees. Thank you. Do you like the look? Or no, I mean the dress doesn't match, so I put this other green shawl and then this shawl over top. Now I'm gonna talk to you. I'm so friggin' nervous because I'm gonna get.
And Chantal's been doing this a lot lately. Notice she's in portrait mode. Why isn't it all the way stretched out? A lot of people got theories about that she does portrait mode on her phone because when she was using the computer, the camera would follow her everywhere. I think maybe there's stuff in the room she doesn't want people to see, maybe a bunch of mess or something. It's like she's trying to hide something.
Get judged hardcore. And actually, I don't know why. I'm not like really super nervous, but listen, before I talk to you about what happened, I want you to know that this is like. All right. All I can do. Okay. You know how you guys think, like, okay, her life has to be scripted because it's so friggin' crazy? Okay. All right. I want to assure you, I promise on. Thank you, Missy Moo. Hi, everybody, by the way. This is impromptu. This is an emergency bees. Oh, I should have wrote that as emergency bees. All I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh.
Yeah, you're laughing because you've been lying for the last 2 weeks. And you're laughing because you're like, haha, I scammed them all for 2 weeks. That's why she's laughing.
And escape my reality right now and bees because like I went to the house today. I have in my email the lease. So I have proof. Yeah, I have a lease in my email. And look, I just want to say, I just want to do I want to do a disclaimer that I'm not upset. Something is missing here. Hold on. Hold on a second. In like 2 seconds flat, you're not gonna see this.
See what? So Ashley Lamborghini says, rip to that money you're not getting back. I don't think Chantal ever paid any money. I mean, we are talking about the same woman that when she orders on Uber Eats, she regularly scams on Uber Eats. She'll eat half the food and then contact Uber Eats and say something about the food just to get her money back. Chantal is not a person that she's going to pay for something and then not get her money back. She's not going to be cool with paying a bunch of money and then just saying, oh, well, you know, she never paid any money.
2 minutes, guys.
Do your makeup off camera. This is so rude. You can do that later. Nobody cares about your makeup.
I totally forgot that I had to hijab. I know you're gonna be like annoyed with me saying that term. I know it. But just be friggin' patient with me. Okay. Just wait, guys.
Wait for what? You should have done this before you got on camera.
It's okay. This is a total fluke. Like, not scammed. No, it's not a scam because I didn't give any money.
But she said, y'all, listen, y'all saw the clips. She said 3 weeks ago, it's officially, we're getting into the mansion. And she was talking about paying for the deposit. Then now she's saying she didn't pay any money. She can't keep her lies straight.
No, you saw the thumbnail, the excuse they gave me. I went to the house today and they gave
No, it wasn't an excuse. Listen, if you're about to rent to somebody and something comes up, it's not an excuse, it's a reason. And as a landlord, any landlord has the right to say, whatever the reason is, you can't move in. And you just have to accept that. So it wasn't an excuse. They have the right to refuse a tenant if they feel like the tenant's not going to be a good fit.
me the lease and everything. Like, I have the lease in my email, and he's like, sign it when you move in Saturday. And I was like, okay, everything went so well, but then, like, maybe the only thing I can think is his son was there this time, and he was probably like, what do you do? And I'm like, a bit of everything. And he's like, me too. So I'm thinking maybe they looked me up or something and found out that I'm a messy YouTuber.
But you said before that they knew about you and they were okay with that. They were so okay that they put a mirror in your room, which is stupid. What does a mirror have to do with freaking YouTube? Nothing. Nothing.
For the first time. I really don't know. Like, they installed this like freaking mirror for me. They know I do social media. Why would it be so late?
Question right off the bat. If you're a landlord, anybody, you're renting to somebody, and the person's not even in the house yet, they're not even a tenant, why would you install a mirror? Why would you make any addition to the house that you have for someone who's not even moved in yet? That makes no sense.
In the game. And then like he made the lease out today and everything, like with the government. So like, what the hell? I don't know. Scammed. I actually transferred some rent, like some money to them today, and then I canceled it. So I was able to cancel it. They're stealing your money, watch. They don't have any of my money. Oh, you think they're gonna take my deposit money? I don't know, man. I hope not.
Chantal's red wig says, I could have sworn you said you put money down on rent or something. Yeah, she said that. We got the video proof over here. She actually said that. She said, it's officially, we're moving into the mansion, blah, 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 like it was a done deal. Everything had been signed, sealed, delivered, all of that. She actually said that.
I don't think it's a scam. I think they're gonna give me, I have their keys. Like, they gave me the keys today.
That sounds like bullshit too. Why would they give somebody the keys before they walked in the door? Answer me that. I mean, she's over there with keys to a place that she's not renting. Huh? What? So you, excuse me, you have, listen, even when you live in a place, before you move out, you got to turn in the keys. Why would Chantal have keys already? She's not even moved in.
I gave money. Oh yeah, I sent money and like an e-transfer. And
you know what? I want proof of these keys. Where they at? Hold them up. I want to see these keys. You got keys, right? Where are the keys? Where are they at?
And right after I sent the money in an e-transfer, I said, here's the rent money. You know, whatever. And then I sent the money. Living in the Kia bees. God, no. Look at my friggin' pin.
Who cares about the pin?
This is bad.
Lulu says, anybody else feel like something is off? Yeah, everything is off. You know why everything feels off? Because she's lying. Chantal's known for her lies. There's nothing but lies with this one. Everything's a lie. That's why everything sounds weird. You know why? Because she's not telling the truth. If she told the truth, everything would sound right. It would sound feasible. It would sound reasonable. But she tells so many lies that she gets caught in her lies. She doesn't figure in the audience. It's like, wait a minute. What you're saying doesn't make sense. In fact, none of it makes sense. And then when they start pointing out the things that don't make sense, she makes up more lies to try to make Her lies make sense.
No, honestly, okay, there we go.
Okay, so this is you ending the whole mansion arc. But you've got another problem, Chantal. You also told everybody that you didn't pay this month's rent. You told your landlord you got to move out. So it's 4 days. Where are you going? So you're not moving into this house slash mansion in your head. Where are you moving? You haven't explained that yet.
All right, so I just found out about this like freaking tonight, and I know I might be hasty. I don't know. I had to tell you guys because you would know like what's.
If this were real, she would be freaking the F out right now and saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? She will be crying. She will be freaking the F out if this were in any way real. But notice she's so calm, like, oh well. 4 or 5 days until you're supposed to move out and you're calm. Nobody else in the world would be. They would be on the phone, they'd be calling people. They wouldn't be live streaming. They'd be trying to find a place to go. And anybody on Chantal's side saying, oh my God, our queen's going to be homeless. Nah, no, she won't be homeless. I mean, if worst came to worst, she could always go rent a couple of motel rooms for a while and figure it out. I'm sure she's got enough money in the bank to rent at least 1 or 2 motel rooms. I mean, there are motels and hotels that are rent by the month. She ain't going to be freaking homeless. If worst came to worst, she could rent a motel or a hotel for about a month and figure out finding another place later, but she won't be homeless.
Going on. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're figuring it out. No, like they made up a list and sent it to me today. Fine. I'm just like, okay. You know what? Okay, here's my view on it, all right? I'm so tired. Sorry, I gotta yawn. Oh, we're food. I'm freaking hungry. Oh no, I have leftover paneer. Okay, sorry, I'm off track.
I'm sorry, that just sounds gross. Leftover paneer. Ew.
Hey. Um. Shit, I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna try to find other living arrangements. Somebody already made me another offer, so I might do that one. Hi, Monica. I don't know if the house was a scam because I didn't give them any money unless they don't give me my deposit back tomorrow when I go get it. But in the
Wait. She just said she sent the money through e-transfer. So how are they going to why would they give her money back in person? If it's an e-transfer, wouldn't that just take a few days to be returned to your bank? Why would she need to go see them to get the money back? See, this is what I'm talking about, Chantal. You can't keep your lies straight.
email that I showed you on the thumbnail, it says that I can have my deposit back. Because I like portrait mode. Because you can see less of my environments. You know what? No. Okay, listen. You know what? I feel like this was a blessing from God.
Oh,
I think this was meant to happen. That this was like a sign from the universe, a sign from God that this would have just been way, way, way too much for me to handle right now.
Yeah, but you were bragging about, oh, it's $3,600 a month, and I talked them down, which is another lie. Anybody who's ever rented, you don't negotiate with the rent. You just don't do it. The rent is the rent. I've never in my life heard of a landlord that with a new tenant, they're going to go, oh, well, the rent was this much, but we can lower it for you. You can talk us down. A nice 4-bedroom place, and she's going to talk them down? Really? Nonsense.
They don't have to give me. Oh, no, but he said in the email he would give me my deposit back. So I'm gonna try it. Let's see if he does. If not, well, I guess it's gone, yeah. I guess they scammed me out of that.
But you sent it by e-transfer. You just said that. That means that if you cancel the payment, the money's just going to be returned to your bank account in a few days, depending on when you asked for the money back. Like it is, what's today? Today's Thursday. So you might get it back maybe Saturday or Monday. Why would they give you money back in person if you canceled it, meaning the money's coming back to you?
Carolyn Crow, who knew? Yeah, I know. I don't think I'm gonna do the bees arm wiggle anymore. Can I do something else? Like, what can I do? Something more modest. What kind of like bees or rebees can I do? Can I just say ready, set, rebees? What do you want me to do? Fart? No, that's not modest. This smells funny. Okay, my life is nuts, you guys. What do you want? Like my nuts is lice.
Anybody over there that's a VIB, listen, this is what Chantal does. She lies. So those of you that are new to Chantal, you're the new student in class. This is what she does. She tells a bunch of lies. And if you're over there saying this smells funny, trust your intuition. If something don't look right or smell right or look right, it ain't right. This is what she does. She tells lies, and then she tells more lies to cover up the first lie, and then more lies on top of that. I mean, she spins a web of lies. And all of you that are over there paying your $5, all of you are just flies caught in her web. And she's going to wrap lies around you and lies around you and lies around you like silk until you feel stuck in it and you don't know what's up. And that's the way she wants you. She wants you to stay confused and stay interested. So you pay your $5 and keep giving her money. And that's essentially her content in a nutshell.
Someone just messaged me. You're not the place. Look, I just want to say I know all the friggin' low life haters are gonna be like, okay, yeah, you guys will arm wiggle for me, and I'll go ready, guys, and you get the arm wiggle out. Okay, there it is, and you go ready, set, yeah. Now, listen. Thank you for your super chats, but
She's so high.
one, I'm gonna make 2 points. One, I knew, and I stay knowing that all the haters would make fun of me for this. Okay. Second,
Carla Cupcake says, did anyone really believe her mansion bullshit? No. None of the reaction channels, none of us believed it. The people watching the reaction channels, they didn't believe it either. Anybody believing her mansion bullshit, it's because you're new to Chantal's channel, you're new to Chantal, but you'll figure her out in about a couple of weeks.
why in the heck would anyone laugh at somebody's like potential, I don't know, something like that, you know? But no, it wasn't a mansion, it was just renting someone's house.
But you said it was a mansion. And that's you to a T, Chantal. Everything has to be grandiose. Everything has to be extravagant. Pete's even come right out and said what we all knew, that you tend to exaggerate things. You take something and you blow it up out of proportion because you want your life to be grandiose. You want your life to be grand and luxurious, and you want to be a queen. You want these things. And the sad thing is, you could have those things. If you busted your ass and got to work, you could have everything you dream of. But you're far too lazy and gluttonous and greedy and selfish to ever have those things. So all you can do is talk about them and dream about them. And the difference between a dream and reality is hard work. Hard work is what's keeping you from this grand life that you want so desperately. And you know what? I love that for you.
That's all it was. And I cannot believe that as I was talking on three-way with my friends, like the 90s, I know, I freaking get the email and text. The deposit was only $500. So if I completely get scammed, I only get scammed out of because I just sent. Okay, listen. Tonight, I went to see the house. Everything it took like an hour. I'm like everything, but it was like
That doesn't make sense either. So she just went to see the house, and then directly after seeing the house, they sent her an email and cancel. Huh? What? What? I mean, if they had reservations about her moving in and she was right there, wouldn't they tell her right then and there? Why send an email when you're just seeing somebody?
I ate the salsa. I ate the nut salsa. Like, what the hell? Oh, shut your freaking hole. Goodbye. Okay. I don't care if I block you because you're not a big tipper. So anyways.
You know, I'm just gonna point something out. This may be nothing, but it's just something I'm noticing about Chantal. When she's telling a lie, when she's telling a lie, she's trying to figure out in her head how to make the lie believable because she's not going to confess, you know what, guys, listen, I'm tired of lying, tired of bullshitting you. Here's the truth. No, she'll never do that because that would mean self-awareness for Chantal and admitting that she is a liar. What she'll do is when she's sitting there telling a lie, notice like one of her tells is she'll sit there and she'll lean all the way back in her chair like she's like oh my god, I'm telling a lie. I got to figure out a way to make it believable. She'll lean all the way back in her chair like she's about to laugh but not. Like that's one of her tells. She like lean all the way back in her chair like, oh, I'm lying and I'm trying to make it believable. What do I say? What do I say?
Let me pin this. I need more magnets. So anyways. Oh no, it's that friggin' what's her name? These were two for a buck. Okay. Listen. I'm ready to tell you the story. Yeah, it's in the thumbnail. The whole email with a reason. Something happened. It's fake. I think they looked me up. I think they found out who I am. And I think they're scared of
You know what? This is bullshit too. Nowadays, before you get involved in anything that has to do with money, especially with like renting or getting a job, your employer or your landlord they'll look to see your name on the internet, see what you're about. They'll look at your Facebook profiles, they'll look at what your media presence is like. And she said the landlords were okay with her, that they knew about her. She said she told them. So now all of a sudden, before go time, they're looking her up and they're getting uncomfortable. It's not like she's not all over YouTube and she's hard to find. But you said they were okay with you to the point where they were going to install a mirror. Like, oh, let's make renovations to our house that we're going to rent somebody to, and then they're going to get uncomfortable. You're not making any kind of sense, Chantal. I can smell this 600-pound pile of bullshit from here.
Of me now. Like, they're like, I don't want to run to that. Like, she's probably I don't know. They probably just, like, you know my past. My not so distant. My not so distant past. And yes, I know I should be more serious. Look, I am serious. I mean, okay. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't even do any packing, so.
You know, those of you on Chantal's channel, can I point something out to you? Every other channel on YouTube, when they do a live chat, the super chats are supposed to be for people sending a little bit extra because they appreciate the entertainment. It's supposed to be positive reinforcement. Like you're watching somebody and they're entertaining you. And if you send $1 or 99 cents or whatever it is you send in a super chat, that's your way of saying, you're entertaining me tonight. I like your humor. I like your wit. I like your intelligence. I like your personality. Here's a little bit extra because I appreciate you. It's supposed to be a positive thing. Chantal has found a way to turn the super chat thing on its ear and get super chats for negative reason. So she'll make a story arc, right? And she'll let it run for about 2 or 3 weeks. And then some kind of controversy or drama will happen to get people pissed off. And then those pissed off people will in turn send pissed off super chats. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're sending a super chat to Chantal because you're happy with her or you're not happy with her. At the end of the day, the money all spends the same. And if you're sending her a negative super chat, it doesn't matter because it's still going in her bank account and she's still going to spend it. I don't understand the thinking of, I hate you, I'm upset with you, here's some money. Huh? What? Why are you sending people money that you don't like or you're upset with? You're just reinforcing their bad behavior. Think about that. What do our parents tell us when we're growing up? Don't reinforce bad behavior because it encourages what? More bad behavior. Don't get it. Why are you sending money to people that you're upset with? You're just giving them reinforcement to continue whatever it is that they're doing that's not good. But she's found a way on YouTube to be bad on YouTube, piss people off, and make it profitable. So anybody sending her super chats, just think about that. I understand you're upset with Chantal. I get that. She's infuriating, but she does it on purpose. She does the infuriation thing on purpose to piss you off, to make money. Because anger makes her more money than joy. Her channel has never been about joy or happiness or positive anything. It's always been about how much can I piss people off today for the sake of profit. Let me get on camera and act gross. Let me binge on camera and monetize my eating problem. Let me get on camera and do drugs. Let me do distracted driving. Let me talk about deviant essay. It's all about poking and prodding people for money, upsetting people for money. Always has been, always fucking will be.
No, I have to move anyways. I'm having a freaking sale. I guess you will find out, Bees Sugar's. I think you pulled out of the mansion. I just put the email. Unless, I mean, I didn't forge that. So if you think that there's nothing I can do to change your mind. But.
You mean the email that sounded more emotional than professional? That one? It looked like somebody else wrote it or you wrote it. There were all kinds of grammar errors. It didn't sound professional to me. And I found it funny looking at that email that you're a tenant and they were talking to you like they would talk to a friend and they don't even know you. They did not address you as Miss Surratt. They addressed you as Chantal. That's a personal thing. What landlord talks like this? None.
No, I didn't. Actually, what happened? So here's what happened. I went to the house today, ate the nut salsa,
Who cares?
talked to them like, okay, they installed this mirror, sorry, in the thing just for me. They did it just for me. I'll tell you in a minute, Carla. Just let me explain. And listen, because I'm not explaining it anymore. There's 1,200 people. This is my explanation, all right? Okay. All right. So I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened. He sent me as I left. I spent like an hour there talking about details, showing me how to operate the oven, showing me what they were leaving, and then I left, and then like their son was there, so maybe the son like looked me up and was like, "Oh, she's like a weird YouTuber," you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Because it's obviously like it's so hard when you tell people what you do, and like when they look you up and you're like super non-traditional. Maybe that's what happened, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why they like pulled out last minute. I hope maybe like there wasn't.
Maybe this whole story arc was bullshit from the get-go. And just like with Moto Man and Coffee Guy and the other people you talk about, you start these story arcs, you let them run for a couple of weeks, and then you have to find a way to end the story arcs before you start a new one. That's your pattern. That is your complete pattern. Anybody can go back to your content and see it for themselves. You know, you start a story arc to have something to talk about and make money off of, and then after a while, you will find a way to end it and find a way to start something new, and you'll talk about something new. And occasionally, you'll bring in old topics trying to poke at people to get more money. That's why you've never let go of talking about the DV and essay, because those two topics for you on your channel have made you far too much money. So let's just bring that up once in a while and trigger everyone just to make money off of that.
An emergency. Like, I hope not, for their sake, you know? Hey, everybody. Hold on, I'm telling the story. Hi, Mimi. Amelia! Is it better? I have the hiccups, I'm sorry. I don't know, Lucy. I don't know. We're moving for sure.
Dry mouth. Boy, she's got cotton mouth.
I don't know how, like, I think we're just I'm gonna have to, like, scramble and look for something, or, well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take this other offer I have.
So why would you consider another offer if the house was on lock until like what, yesterday? Why would you have another offer on the table? Why would you be looking at other offers if this mansion was a definite thing until today? That makes no sense.
I got scammed. I mean, if tomorrow I don't get my deposit back, then I would be scammed out of $500, yeah. But if I do get it back, then I don't think I would be scammed for anything. I mean, it's pretty crappy that, you know, but I mean, what can they do? Maybe they just don't feel comfortable. I don't want them to rent to, you know what? I'm not mad because I don't want them to be uncomfortable to rent to somebody that they don't want to. I would never like fault somebody for that, you know. They were really nice about it. So, I mean, you know, I hope it's nothing bad. I look like you're What do you want me to do? Laugh at your comment or no, you quit. Is the internet better? Hold on. Sorry, Pete's, for going live while you're I need Connors. Okay, so
And this is something that she does. Whatever it is she's doing for energy, whether it's the white stuff, whether it's something else, this is what Chantal does. She'll do something to give her energy to live stream, I mean, the reaction channels, somebody came up with the term crack Olympics, and we gave it that term, or somebody gave it that term because of like the 6 to 10 hours of live streams. I mean, we came up with that for a reason, just because of 6 to 10 hours of live streams, trying to keep up with all that was a lot. But she'll do stuff for energy, so she can live stream and make money off her live streams. And then she gets so freaking high, she's got to have something to come down, hence why she does the green. But the problem is, with her having an eating problem and the binge eating, what that does is it stimulates her hunger, and she's already got an eating problem, and that just makes that monster go out of control. That's why you're gaining so much weight, Chantal. It's a number of different factors. Perhaps because you're not taking your hormones because you had a hysterectomy. Perhaps because of not sleeping, because if you don't sleep correctly, what happens? In the morning, you're tired and your body craves carbs. It needs something for energy. So what are you giving it to your body for energy? And then, of course, there's the green stuff that you're doing. It stimulates your hunger. You don't need your hunger stimulated. It's already out of control. And you're gaining more and more weight, ma'am. And that's not me fat shaming you. That's just facts. That's just facts. That's why you use like all the heavy filters. That's why you are avoiding the mirrors. You're hiding your weight gain. You're hiding it.
Oh, listen. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know I seem like I'm not taking it serious, but I am. So like,
y'all hear that? Sound of a lighter.
it's just that I don't know what to say. I mean, look. Hold on a second. This is bugging me. Hey, K-Bella. No, I have the hotel and everything freaking booked for like.
So she's got 2 different arcs that she still has to take care of. She said she's got to move out of her place, and she's got to find somewhere to go or some way to end the arc. And she also said she's going to Kuwait. She's got to find some way to make that lie believable or end that arc.
After Christmas, man.
After Christmas. That's 2 months away. That's something else I'm noticing. Everything with Chantal that she has to do, notice that it's always 2 months away. You know why? Because that gives her time to stretch the arc out to try to make money with it. That's why. Notice, like in the past, remember when she had to go to the weekend concert? That was 2 months away, right? So she talked about the weekend concert. And then she talked about meeting the weekend. And then getting the really high dollar seats. And then that got downgraded to the regular seats. And then that got downgraded to the cheap seats. And then that got downgraded to her going to her VIPs and actually asking them to pay for a seat for her to go to the weekend concert, even though she had no intention of going, because can you imagine Chantal at a concert? She wouldn't be comfortable. But that's what she talked about for 2 months. Everything that she's going to do, whether it's going to Jamaica, going to Eurobees, everything is always 2 months away. It's never anything that's going to happen like right now. She does that on purpose to have something to talk about for the next 2 months.
I have the hugest mouth.
We know. We love that about you. Keep talking. You tell on yourself. We love that too.
I know, I'm thirsty. Rosie, darling. Everyone get ready. Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees. That's annoying.
Yeah, the whole they installed a mirror for me thing before she moves in. I don't believe that crap. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. It might be believable if she moved in and she was there for a while and she paid for them to install a mirror. That I would believe. But somebody installing a mirror before a tenant moves in, don't believe that.
And like, who is that? Who is MB? You know what? I don't know what that means. I don't know what your comment means. Like, it's weird. Like, if you guys know me, is it really out of character for me to do something like this?
No, it's completely in character. You find anything and everything to exploit for money. And you've shown us every part of your body that you could show on YouTube, Chantal. You flashed us everything, your fupa, your panani, your tatas, your butt, bending over without panties on, wearing tights with no underwear beneath. We've seen more of your body on YouTube than we want to see. And that's another reason why your OnlyFans never took off, because how are you going to sit there and charge people money for something that they've seen for free 1,000 times on YouTube? How? Make that make sense. But you've shown us everything, you've done everything, and now the only thing you can do is shock people by actually covering up your body and not doing the drugs. You got to go the opposite way. So that's what we're doing now.
I mean, I was really, my soul was open, heart was open for a change on that level, you know, not an artificial change, not just a change of house, you know. I guess the change of house wasn't important. I mean, how is that? I think these divine interventions happen. I believe in them. Absolutely. Since I became more spiritual and found God in Cuba,
I'm tired of her saying that. So this divine intervention, is this divine intervention telling you to do drugs right now? To have cotton mouth, to be high out of your mind? Is that part of it? Did God send you a memo and say, we're giving you a divine intervention, Chantal, but it's okay to do drugs. It's okay to be high out of your mind in front of people. Yeah, we're okay with that. Nonsense.
I know you all laugh at me and you all make fun of me. Oh, you look like a fat nun. You look like a ham, huh? But seriously, I am serious. I feel more connected with a power that like is powerful. And I don't mean to disrespect it. I'm just struggling with addiction right now, you know? So,
You're not struggling, because struggling with addiction would entail that you're fighting it. You're fighting to stay away from whatever it is you're addicted to. You're fighting to break the cycle. You're not fighting, Chantal. You're giving into it. I mean, literally, you're sitting in front of your audience right now in this live stream, in front of all these people. Your eyes are glassy. You got cotton mouth. Girl, we all know you're on something right now. So, how are you struggling if you are participating in addiction, giving in to addiction? You're high as balls and you plan on eating in front of people, monetizing your eating problem. You're monetizing all your addictions. And anybody who is a VIB in our chat, you are an enabler. Simple. Because once you give money to an addict, you're an enabler. I don't care if you hate her. You're enabling the addiction. You're paying for it. You're funding it. That's how she's getting the money for her addictions, is through all of you. That's right. I said it, and I'm going to keep saying it. You're funding this shit. And by funding it, you're saying I'm okay with it. Because if I weren't okay with it, I wouldn't be spending money on it. But I'll continue to spend my money on it. And I don't want to hear any bullshit about, well, I just want to watch Chantal. You can watch the reaction channels if you want and not fund the addict. I'm just saying. Or if you want to support the addict, which is Chantal, there are other ways you can show support. You can write emails. You can leave messages. Do that for free versus giving the addict money and you know exactly where your money's going. You know, just think about that.
hey. Anyway, Motel 6. Don't laugh. God. Anyway, go.
This person with the super chat, Nani says, you're so high and have no place to live. This is scary. It's not scary. Like I said, if worst comes to worst, she could rent a motel room. I'm sure she's got the money for that. If she's got the money to do drugs, she's got money for a hotel room. Point blank, period. End of story, full stop. If she's got money to buy drugs, she's got money for a room. She can get a room. I'm sure any motel, hotel would rent to her. All she's got to do is pay the cash. So she's not going to be homeless. She's got options.
You're asking what now? I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm not moving to Kuwait. You're so I have no place to live. It's not true. Maybe the homeowners found it weird? Yeah. Maybe they found what I do weird. Is that what you mean? He won't let me. No, I'm worried about Pete's too. I'm not going to just leave him. If I have to cancel my ticket, like, I don't know, so that I don't go, I would. Or like if I had to change the dates of my ticket or something, I would have to. I don't want to. But if I had to, then yeah, I would.
She ain't going nowhere. Oh, Alexis B says, lying is not divine intervention. Mansion was a lie or scam. Either way, love that for you. Yeah, she's talking about divine intervention. So whatever it is that you pray to, if you do pray, are they telling you to be a liar and manipulate people and scam people? What divinity is this that I've never heard of that would say those things to you? What? I've never heard of such a thing.
That's the most real thing you've said. No, that's just, I mean, that's just what you're believing. Alexis B. Mansion was a. How is that my. If they were lying or a scam, why would they take it this far and draft up a friggin'. I think they just found out who I am and got weirded out. That's honestly the vibe I get. And anyway, why are you guys freaking out and laughing if I get scammed? Why is that my. How does that make me look bad? I'm not the scammer. So why am I.
You know why we'd be laughing? Because it would be karma. Because everybody's been waiting for karma to come knocking on your door with 6-inch heels. Kick that door in and go, hi, I'm here. Ready, set, bees. We've all been waiting for that. We've been waiting for karma. We've been waiting for karma to show up. When is that bitch going to get to the party? When's she going to show up? We've been waiting for her. We've been dying for her to show up. Why would we be laughing at you? Because you're a scammer. Because you scam people out of money. Remember the postcard club? Yeah, I do. $10 a month for what? Not a single postcard. Not that you were ever going to send a postcard, because that would mean you would have to get people's addresses, buy the postcards, walk your butt to a mailbox or a post office and mail them out yourself physically, and you were never going to do that. How much money did you scam out of people, Chantal? $10 a month for several months is what, 60, 70 bucks per person? How many people were signed up to that bad boy? Did you ever refund their money? No. What about OnlyFans? You know, the OnlyFans you had up that you barely posted anything on. What about the first OnlyFans that you had content on for 3 days? And then you said, oh, people are being too weird. They're asking for farts and to see my boobs, even though you do those things on YouTube for free. All that money people paid on your OnlyFans because you promised them different content, TMI story times and whatnot, live streams, never happened. How much money do you get from that? And let's talk about the Twitch, ma'am, that you bought a computer for. You went out and got a gaming computer. You made a big deal. I'm getting a gaming computer so I can do stuff on Twitch. Never did gaming content on Twitch. All you did on Twitch was a couple of sleep streams and streams that looked exactly like they did on YouTube. But you had people sign up for subscriptions there. and you barely did anything. So just between those three things, how much money have you scammed off of people? And you wonder why we're laughing at you for being scammed? Don't wonder. Just think.
Like, why are you laughing at me? Am I doing the scamming? Are you laughing? Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Not weird. Scammers deserve to get scammed. If you sit there and you do wrong and you scam people and you lie to people and you manipulate people for years, you deserve to get a little of that back. Just a little. Just a little.
Hold on. I want to try something. Sorry.
Okay, y'all listen close. I heard that she does some sniffing here.
I mean, I want to try to get into.
And if she's looking through her makeup drawer, why does she got to cover up the camera? Chantal only turns the camera away or covers up the camera when she's doing party favors or something she don't want the people to see. But yet we can still hear Chantal.
Some kind of like makeup designs with I want to do like Instagram makeup things. I kind of like doing makeup, you know? You know what I wonder sometimes? I wonder if
Y'all hear that? Did y'all just hear that? She was sniffing. And you know what else? Y'all remember way back in the day her talking about having her stash in her drawer? What did she just reach into? Her drawer. And we heard the sniff. Chantal, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? What? We can guess.
maybe Allah is like, you know what? You want to put the hijab on, then I'm going to make you very humble. Like, you want to be humble, I'm going to humble you and make you lose everything. And then see how devout you are. Is this an eyeliner?
She is, you know what she's doing? She's doing like a cover up conversation to cover up what she's really doing. Because if she was just reaching in her makeup drawer for makeup, she wouldn't have to cover up the camera for that, y'all. The only time she covers up the camera or goes in the next room or whatever is when she does her party favors. What would she have to cover up the camera for if not for that? If not for that. And somebody was saying it was a smoke break. I didn't hear the sound of a lighter. If she was lighting something up, you would hear the sound of a lighter. I didn't hear one. I just heard her sniffing.
Oh. Anyways, I can tell you right now, I absolutely am serious. What the heck is this? Sorry.
Oh, there it is again.
I mean, what in the...
Y'all heard that, right? Girl, what are you doing? You brazen creature. You have a bathroom. If you're going to do your party favors, why not just go in the next room? But you're going to have it right there beside you and do it right there where we can hear. Just because we can't see it don't mean that we can't hear it. And if she's going to come back on camera and say, I was just blowing my nose, that did not sound like she was blowing her damn nose. I know that sound, okay? I've had colds. You blow your nose, you can hear the sound of a blowing nose. That was her sniffing something. And again, if she's got money to buy whatever it is she's buying to get high, she's got money for a room. You hear me? Don't feel sorry for her. Don't. You got money for drugs, you got money for a room, an apartment, food, whatever. Don't nobody believe this shit about, oh, I don't have much money, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You got money for drugs, you got money for other things.
Perfecto, amigo. Yeah, thank you, Kristen, for somebody for explaining. Can someone explain like what the email says? I'm so sorry, guys. Like, do you know what? Do you know how much I first thing I thought was, oh my god, the haters are gonna think that they were right. I don't know what all the theories were, but like, honestly, this just happened. I literally, so I went. I get the lease by email as I'm talking to my friend. Like,
Okay, this super chat. GP says, "What addiction are you talking about? Back on the snow?" You know, I'm just gonna give my opinion. My opinion. I don't think she ever stopped doing it. I don't think she ever stopped doing the party favors, y'all. I think it's been snowing in Ottawa for the last couple of years. I don't think she ever stopped doing it because, like I said, she needs something to give her energy to do all these live streams. It's not coming from healthy food, it's not coming from proper sleep. It's coming from something else. She needs something to get her butt out of bed and actually get in front of the camera and talk to people. I don't think she ever stopped doing the snow.
I sent the rent money.
And see, the camera is still covered up. Why? Why?
By e-transfer, then I get an email and a text from him saying like blah 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 what the email said or whatever. So then I dashed back to my online banking. Oh my god, Alexis B. You know what? What the hell? You think I have to deal with these freaking prejudiced things now in life? No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. You think, you know what? You know what? You know what though? I bet you Alexis B is like right. Like, is this discrimination freaking nation? What in the actual heck? Okay. 2 more minutes, you guys.
See, it sounds like all she's doing is rummaging through her makeup drawer. So why is the camera covered up for that? That makes no sense. It's just makeup, unless it's not makeup.
All right, I need like I need you to hold me. I'm not even freaking kidding. Oh my gosh. Did I just face discrimination today?
No.
Address the addiction. What do you mean? You know I'm an addict.
Again, she is an addict, not she was an addict, as in the addiction is past tense, like she's getting past it. She's saying she's still active. And she covered up the camera and we heard her sniffing and she's high as balls right now.
You know I'm an addict.
Yep, am.
I don't want to. You know what? Here's the thing. GP, when you say address the addiction, I don't want to. This is a personal right I have.
You know, all this divine intervention and people are asking about her addictions because there's more than one. There's multiple addictions here, y'all. There is. Her first and most powerful addiction is to attention. She needs attention. She needs it. That's why she does all these live streams on her channel. That's why after she does a live stream, she spends the rest of her time, all of her time, running all over YouTube, checking out the reaction channels, checking out the Twitters. I mean, it's funny because she'll sit there and say, stay mad, stay mad, stay mad. She'll say the reaction channels are up her butt and around the corner, but yet she's the only one over there staying mad. And she's up the butt and around the corner for all the reaction channels, policing them, trying to be the warden, what they're saying, what they're doing, what they're reacting to. So you stay mad, Chantal, because that's all you do is stay mad and stay upset. And we're not up your butt and around the corner. You know, we're doing our thing on our channels. You're following us around. You're bothering us. We're just reacting to you, but we don't go in your live chats and bother you. Okay? But your number one addiction is attention. The other addictions beneath that are the food and the drugs and the men. And anything you're addicted to becomes an obsession because that's all you want to do with your time is indulge in your obsessions, in your addictions, and you have absolutely, positively no urge, no thought to break free from any of them. You want to keep them all going. You spend all of your time indulging in everything. Everything. You've never had that moment where you're like, enough is enough. My life is in a tailspin. I need to fix this. And to do that, I got to break free of all this crap. That's not you. That will never be you because you're making far too much money and getting too much attention, being an indulgent addict.
To protect my whatever I want to talk to you about. I don't have to. Anyway, I can't find like any of my eyeliners or anything, so
Who cares?
I don't have to sorry, I know this is really bad. I don't it's just because I'm on camera. I don't have to talk to you about things I don't want to talk to you about that are personal. I you know, I don't have to. It's my personal right. Ninja Mommy. I have heard of her, yeah. The chat needs a mod. Wake up, Salah. Okay, who am I gonna block? Hi, Aisha.
Okay, you know, I'm going to address this person, Louise. Louise, can we talk? Can we have a conversation, ma'am? You over there saying, tell Kaya Simons to stop being Islamophobic. She's not. She's not. But can we talk about you, Louise? Can we talk about you for a minute? Because obviously you want attention. I got a moment, I'll give you attention. You, Louise. Are you the same Louise on Twitter that's been talking shit about the reaction channels, trying to start shit where there ain't no shit? Is that you? Is that you? Seems to me like you and Chantal got a lot in common. She spends all of her time bothering the reaction channels. You spend all of your time trying to bother all the reaction channels. Spread a bunch of lies and rumors and shit. Including this one. Saying that Kaya is Islamophobic. She's not. Kaya is the real one. She's a cool chick. I love Kaya. We support Kaya over here. But you, Louise, you just got a hatred for anybody who talks about Chantal. Sorry, the reaction channels, we're far too honest. We don't co-sign on her bullshit. We call out her bullshit. If Chantal had decent content to where she wasn't coming on camera high as balls and acting the fool, if she came on camera doing decent content, we would have nice things to say. Oh, look, Chantal's exercising and she's working out. She's getting her life together. How great is this? Finally, she's on a redemption arc. We'd say things like that. But you over here being hateful to reaction channels. At the same time, you're in the chat of somebody who's high as fucking balls, over here sniffing on camera. Check yourself. Check who you're supporting. Check it. Check it hard. Understand? Check it. You're supporting an addict and you're funding the addiction. But let's go off to the reaction channels and say that they're Islamophobic. Fuck out of here with that.
Wait, what are you confused about? Okay, I'll answer your guys' questions. Oh my, the house. I know. Okay, are you kidding? I needed to like. I'm like. I'm in disbelief right now. I think. I'm not blocking the. Hi, Faith. Sorry. I have lip gloss on my. They have basically a last minute emergency, which is like the oldest thing in the book. Oh, you just came in. Have you ever experienced racism? I think I would. They were. I think. I think maybe. Yeah. I wonder. This is the first time they see me in the hijab, but I'll never know, so I'm not going to accuse them of that, right? Scale of 1 to 100. You know, that's really none of your business. Either way. Right? Like, what is the motive behind your scathing comment, cheap comment? Like, is it to shame me for being.
So you're shaming somebody for sending you a super chat. You and your cheap comment. So if they were sending you a $20 super chat, would you be happier about it? Of course you would, because you'd be making more money. So they want to say something to you and they're only sending you $2. That's $2 more than what you actually deserve and what you're actually worth, because your content is garbage. It's trash, straight trash. You're not even doing anything to earn that $2, Chantal. Be happy that people are still sending you money. And it doesn't matter if somebody sends 99 cents or $2 or $20. It's more than what you had 5 minutes ago. So stop being a gluttonous, greedy queen over there. You hear me?
An addict, and you like, let's say I am high. You obviously know that I would be relapsing. So why? What's the goal of?
You know what? Shut up with that. Shut up with that. And yeah, people might be in my comments later saying, "You're spicy today, Rose." Yeah, I am, because I'm tired of her shit. Sick of it. No, we're not doing that today. I'm in the mood, and I'm gonna just use my mood to go off on Chantal. I'm tired of her saying different terms that don't apply to her, like relapse. Relapse would imply that there was a period of her being clean or trying to get clean. That is an absolute slap in the face to anyone who's gone through addiction and they put in the work and got on the other side of it. They went to counseling, they went to therapy, they talked to people, they tried to stay away from their addictions. Chantal never has. She's always indulged in hers. But here she is using that language of relapsing. You never relapsed because you never stopped. So just stop it with the relapse talk. You never relapsed, Chantal, because you never quit anything that you were addicted to. Not men, not drugs, not food, none of it. None of it.
Of your comment to shame me for that too? It's not going to work. I don't have to answer that. So I guess you'll never know if I'm just tired or high. You'll never know. Some girls, they like candy, said Big Bird. You said the owners knew what you do. I told them social media, like, because they.
This is Louise again with the comment about Kaya. Hey, Louise, why don't you tell Chantal that maybe she should not be getting high as balls while wearing a hijab? That's disrespectful to the Muslim people and their beliefs and their culture. How about that? How about that?
Installed the mirror in the thing, and I thought maybe they would look me up, but I never like was specific about my YouTube channel. It's really hard to like make people understand what you do. Even if you make a lot of money. I mean, I don't make like a ton of money. Like, I mean, if you're bad with money, it doesn't matter.
You know what? That's not what you said in Cuba. That is not what you said in Cuba. Remember what she said in Cuba, y'all? She said, I make so much money, right? She's got so much money. I hate money. Well, the universe heard you and said, oh, you hate money because you're making so much money? Well, let us fix that for you. And they did. And they did. And they did.
Matter. They just needed someone to watch the cats. You don't think I'm an addict just because I use weed? Mezcal bees. Maybe they saw that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. In a way, I don't blame them. I guess I don't know what to say. I'm not mad. I'm really not. I think it wasn't meant to be. Look at it this way. Did you ever hear the saying, God will only give you what you can handle? I'm very in tune with God right now.
No, you're not.
And I think that, yes, even though I'm still a bit vain, I mean, I can't just completely erase my entire personality overnight. So you can't be like, oh, she wears eyeshadow, so she's ham, she should be stoned to death. That's so freaking stupid. I'm allowed to praise Allah or praise God in any way that I want to. I'm allowed to freaking, I have religious freedom here. I'm Canadian. So you know what? Suck it. I don't, what? Are you friggin' curly? Can you leave me alone? Seriously. But you have nowhere to live, Beezer. Oh, be quiet, all of you. I heard you all in my head going, homeless arc, homeless arc. I don't match. Look, obviously I'm thinking of things to do. Like, I mean, I have like some options I'm thinking about, but
Louise, listen, I don't know what hatred you have for Kaya, but it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Kaya is not Islamophobic. She's not. She's absolutely not. You're just trying to make some shit. You're trying to make some shit where there is none. You can just shut up over there. You're supporting and funding an addict just because you like them. Seriously. Get off Kaya's dick. Leave her alone.
I don't know. I will let you know when it's done, probably, because I don't. Apples together? Is that Applebee's? Wouldn't have blocked Applebee's. Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees.
And no, I'm not insinuating that Kaya is a man. She certainly is not a man. She's a woman. That's just a saying. Get off her dick. Stop riding her dick. You know, this person, Louise, has a hatred for Kaya. I don't know why. Kaya has done nothing wrong to Louise, but Louise is obviously a ride and die for Chantal and hates anybody that talks about Chantal, even though Chantal is a full-blown, balls to the wall addict with several addictions that she will not address. And she's not going to take care of, and she's not going to get over because she's monetizing every single one of them.
Tell Kaya Simons to stop being Islamophobic. It's really hurtful and offensive, the thing she said. Everyone should stop being.
You know what, Louise? If you got a problem with Kaya, why don't you step up and tell her that? Why are you telling Chantal to tell her that? Why aren't you going in her chat and saying it your damn self? Why is it Chantal's job to say something for you? Put your big girl panties on and talk to Kaya if you got something to say.
Islamophobic, racist, and everything. It makes me. I was a victim. I think.
Oh, something I just forgot. So the Louise account is actually SJam. Well, that makes sense. SJam doesn't like Kaya either. And I've heard that the Louise account is actually SJam. So my mistake, I thought that the Louise on Twitter was actually the one in here. But I do remember it being outed that Louise is actually SGM. So that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Because SGM is not like Kaya. Because Kaya spits straight truth at SGM and he don't want to hear it.
I feel like, you know what, Alex B, I never thought of that. Because I've never been the victim of racism in any way. Ever. Is it racism? What would you call it? Prejudice? Thank you for doing the arm thing. Oh, whoa, sorry. Sorry about that.
Sofa King says no one brings up Kaya more than SJM and Louise. Maybe because SJM is Louise. Maybe that's his sock account.
Oh, hi, Sofa. Brittany, I miss Apple. Yeah, me too. A scooter for Kuwait? No, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk with Salah. I mean, inshallah. Something, I want you guys to know that I'm not upset about the house because something in my gut didn't feel right. Like,
She's not upset about the house because the house was never a possibility. It was just a made up story arc. Chantal has said many times that she gets online and this is her story. Anybody who's ever read a story, you know that a story is usually made up, unless it's an autobiography. But stories are made up out of things in our imagination and our creativity. And so this is her story. She can make up stuff as she pleases. She can end or start things as she pleases. This is all made up. This is her version of her own reality show, and she gets 100% of the profits.
it's crazy, isn't it? What's a lie? Why would I lie about getting a house, like, and moving?
Because you lie about everything else.
And then I know you guys are gonna think that because it's how can this happen now? 5K a month? No. Well, I don't know. I mean, I make a decent income, but that is a big chunk for me. I didn't pull out. You saw the email. They pulled out from an emergency. That was a real email. So I even have the lease
Let's see the lease then. Let's
from
see it.
Ontario.
Show receipts. Where's the lease?
I was gonna sign it and bring it Saturday, and I just e-transferred. Like, I can show you the e-transfer.
Then show it. Where's the receipts? We want to see. We're
You said they
nosy
were
here.
family friends. Look, I wanted to throw you guys off a bit because I felt panicked by being doxxed by SJam. Because we were staying in Orleans.
Wait, we were staying in Orleans? Like she's been there? Not we were going to stay, but we were staying.
Why is Kuwait a lie? I always joke because I hurt inside. No, I know I do need to get serious. I do. I know you guys are asking me. I'm not answering you right now. No, I'm not staying here. I'm moving from here.
Yeah, she backed herself in a corner with that. So again, not only does she have to bring the mansion arc to a close, but what about the other two? What about this arc about I gotta move out? Okay, so where are you going? And then going to Kuwait after that, how are you gonna bring that to a close? Something tells me that everything with Salah is going to crumble at some point, and then she's gonna use that excuse to get out of that story arc.
If you guys feel like it, of course, you don't have to. Do you guys want to have dinner with me? Lip gloss always gets like pasty. I really just had to throw this on quickly. I didn't take. I know. Look, we just have to transform the beezing a little bit. Ask me question. Okay, let me order. Pete! Sorry. An email reads like I wrote it. What?
There we go. So Danny G says the email reads like you wrote it. Yeah, it looks like a personal email. It doesn't look like a professional email. I showed it to you guys. If it were a professional email, it would say Miss Serrault. They would address her as Miss Serrault. They wouldn't say Chantal, like she's a personal friend. It didn't look professional at all.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That's not how I write. Compare my writing to it.
That who wrote it? Did Natter write it for you? Did Dee Dee? It looked like either you wrote it or somebody else did. It did not look like a professional email.
Give me a break. It reads like I wrote it. That's a lie. God. At all. I like these pins. I'm starting to, like, I'm trying to learn more how to use it. It's like, is that an only thing? Oh, okay, Lisa. I can't believe that somebody her age would, or just anybody anyways, but I wouldn't expect that from somebody from her age, and that's not age shaming. In a way, it's only age shaming because somebody her age should be to a point where she's developed morally to the point where she knows better to not distribute somebody's nudes, and then people are going to go, oh, Foodie Beauty shames this person, but then she does this. So why are you deflecting onto what I...
Not Chantal saying, oh, somebody's older and they should act their age when she's nearly 40 and this is the way she's acting. A nearly 40-year-old woman who's running around with no sense, doing drugs, getting high, getting blasted on camera, running after random penis in hotel rooms and talking about trolling construction sites for guys. This is the way she's acting. But yet she thinks she wants to school an older woman on how she should behave.
Like you deflect and then dig for something that you can contrive or say, oh, you did this as, like, you're deflecting from the point I made. Like, you know. Shepherds of Good Hope Beezing. It's not funny, Flub Era. God, why are you guys happy when people are in pain with something? Why are you guys happy when people are in a misfortune?
Yeah, I'm going to bring this up. So GP says, we're not forgetting you admitting to Snow. Why lie? Why does Chantal lie? I think she gets a kick out of it. Honestly, I think she thinks she's smarter than everybody else in the room. And she honestly gets a kick out of lying to people. She lies when she doesn't have to lie. But I do remember that live stream that you did, that you deleted, where you admitted you had a $3,000 snow habit. You know, you were doing the white party favors. $3,000 on that. I don't think you ever stopped doing that, Chantal. I don't know how much you're spending on that, but I know a big chunk of your income goes for that, along with the green and the food. That's probably where a lot of your money gets eaten up right there. And then you have the nerve to come on camera and cry for money when people give you plenty of money. You make plenty of money on YouTube, but you spend it in all the wrong, stupid places, which is not our problem, by the way. It's no one's responsibility to pay for your stuff but you. But you admitted $3,000 spent on snow. $3,000, ma'am. Not $300, not $30, $3,000. $3,000. And you're over there saying that the mansion was out of your ballpark? It wouldn't be if you stopped doing the party favors and stopped all that ridiculous eating.
So I'm gonna hustle somehow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. To the max. But even so, when I hug him, there's transfer, especially on the jersey materials
He's so
or other
high.
like sweater materials. It depends.
You know what, guys? This react is already twice as long as I normally do. And there might be something else here. But I'm going to cut it off here and say thank you for taking the time to watch this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to see what else Chantal has been up to. I got a lot of catching up to do on her content today, and as well as maybe doing a tarot reading for you guys. So you guys take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.